This is a team that, for my next preview, this is a team that I've been looking at a lot, right? And that's the Temple Owls. And when I'm looking at the Temple Owls, when you look at the beginning of the Temple Owls, they really should be 5-2, right? This Navy game was a walk-off running touchdown with like 20 seconds left. He ran like a 60-yard touchdown. It was ridiculous, right? But if you look at their schedule, they got beat up by top 10, top 10, top 15 teams, right? Especially as we are now, right? Georgia Tech, let me look it up real quick. I think Georgia Tech is like, what is it, 16th, 15th in the nation or something like that? Yeah, 7th, right? Yeah, they were all the way up to 7th. So when you look at that, I knew they were higher. When you look at that for Georgia Tech, that's crazy, right? You know, back to back top ranked teams, and I think OU at the time was even ranked. So that's tough. That's tough. But you look at Tulsa. I mean, Oklahoma State is 1-6. Tulane, Memphis is a tough team. They lost to ECU, right? Obviously, like teams in the and Navy beat them up. So we're looking at the like situations here, especially in Navy. See, Temple answered the bell again. That should have been a win by Temple. Tulsa, not so much. Tough, right? 0-4 in the American League right now. So I mean, it's tough because you know it's a little scary, and I think that's why the line is like that a little bit. But when you think about it, I mean, man, the the line to be Temple's favorite on the road, it was at 6.5. They're calling for it to come down a little bit, but man, I mean, Tulsa is terrible against the run, right? Let me bring up their look real quick. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're like 130th in the nation. Last when I was looking at it, like it's bad. They are bad against the run. Yeah, so Tulsa is giving up 217 yards passing, almost 411 yards a game, but they're giving up 193 rushing yards per game, right? That is almost at the bottom, if not the bottom. They are the bottom 15th in rush defense. And guess what? Guess what Temple's good at? Temple is good at running the ball, right? Temple is very good at running the ball. Temple averages, let's see, I think almost 192 yards per game, right? Top 50, if I'm not mistaken, and running the ball. So you got bad defense against the rush. You got good offense against the rush. Passing, 172, I'm sorry. Top 50 in rushing the ball. They don't do crazy in terms of the pass. They're only passing 215, 209 yards per game. So that's not a big miss, but man. And then Tulsa's offense, like Tulsa really can't run the ball. So you got the good side of what Tulsa does. Again, I'm sorry, the bad side of what Tulsa does against the good side of what Temple does. And then I got a Temple team who's faced top talent, haven't fared well, but beat everybody else that they needed to beat. And then in like talent that they've had, they were the bigger outcomes more than than Tulsa. So to me, I really like Temple here. I think Temple gets it done with this one. I wouldn't mind a little bit of total score output by the Temple Owls going up into the moon with that. But I think Temple, even though the top contender number has now dipped, I don't mind the dip as much as maybe other people do, and I like the Owls here to get it done because I think the Owls are going to score. Like that's what the Owls do. They kind of run up the score when you look at them a little bit when you think about it. So I like the Temple Owls here. Come on home, bring it back home to Philly, brother. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Temple.